Welcome to Truth and Company Boxing Podcast, another segment of 20 random questions. And today's guest is professional boxer Danielle Hollywood Bennett. How you doing, Danielle?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, man. I appreciate you taking time to come on. I'm glad we could get this figured out and get you on here.
No problem. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So first off, your nickname is Hollywood, but you're actually from Kansas, Missouri, and you spell it with an I at the end, not a Y. So let's hear the story behind that.
Well, I used to go by Dangerous. That's what I first started out as, Dangerous Danny B. And then I switched coaches and I went to Florida with my mom for her 50th birthday. And I had a video that I posted on Instagram, and I guess I was acting Hollywood. And so my coach at that time, when I got back from Florida, he was like, "We're just going to start calling you Hollywood," because I guess I have flung my dreads around and just acting, just being on vacation. And so it kind of just stuck from there. And then I changed the Y to an I because my nickname my entire life has been Danny. So Dani. So just switched it to an I to kind of match.
All right. So now I know you just fought a couple weeks ago, but some fighters get right back in the ring sometimes. Do you got anything that's planned or talking about right now coming up?
Right now we're working on a few things. So we went back to the lab. We're going to work on power. We're going to work on just really conquering a few things and developing a few more skills, and then we're going to hop back in.
Okay. So if the fans want to find out what's going on, they can just go to your page on Instagram or Facebook and kind of keep updated?
Yep.
All right. So you ready for these random 20 questions?
Yep, I'm ready for the 20.
All right. Question 1. How did you get involved in the sport of boxing?
I played basketball first. I went to the boxing gym one time when I was younger, but I was in AAU at that time, so I didn't have time. After I graduated from Georgia in 2013, I found my way to Kansas City. Family, friends found out I took a liking to boxing because after you graduate from playing a collegiate sport, you kind of still have that drive in you. You have all this competitive spirit inside of you, and it's just like I still had that competitive spirit. I wasn't done playing basketball. I just wasn't done being an athlete. So found out I liked boxing, walked into the boxing gym, and it kind of just stuck. I just knew I was gonna, yeah.
Okay. Question 2. What boxers have inspired you in your career?
I really like the Hitman. So Tommy Hearns, he's one of my favorite. His jab. If you ever watch me fight, I like to lead with my jab and play off of that. And then, you got Clarissa Shields. She's doing big things for women's boxing, as well as Amanda Serrano. So those are two really big names that I look up to. And then another sneaker that I really like is Shardasia Green.
Okay. All right. Question 3. Now, I know former professional boxer Damon Reed is one of your coaches. So what does that mean to you to have a coach like him, and how has that helped you in your career?
Yeah, so Coach Damon, he's in Topeka, so he's like him. He's more my strength and conditioning coach, and his experience and just his motivation. He's a very motivational guy, and so whenever you get him in your camp and you get him constantly feeding you all this good energy and good vibes, and then he's always on you to be the best you can possibly be. And like I said, his experience on top of it, I mean, he's a great coach.
Okay. Question 4. Do you have any hobbies outside the sport of boxing?
I'm the type of person I put all my eggs in one basket. So right now, my biggest focus is boxing. So other than boxing, I'm at home sleeping or watching Netflix. So that's about it for me right now.
All right. Question 5. What is something that your boxing fans don't know about you?
Something that they don't know. I like to cook. Like, that's a little secret of mine. I like to cook.
Okay. Question 6. Can you sing, dance, or play an instrument?
Definitely can't sing. Definitely have no rhythm. And I played the baritone in middle school. So maybe a little instrument, but not much.
Okay. Question 7. What's the craziest or the funniest story that ever happened between you and a boxing fan?
Um, craziest story between a boxing fan and myself. Honestly, I can't think of one off the top of my head right now.
I mean, it doesn't have to be crazy. I mean, just a story that involves a boxing fan, if you can come up with anything.
Well, there was when I fought here in Topeka um at the convention center, there was a kid, and it was the first kid that asked for my autograph. So I guess that'd be the I guess my best experience. The first time I was asked from a kid to have my autograph. Yeah.
And how did that feel?
I felt proud, so sometimes it's hard to feel proud of yourself in moments, because I mean, I'm my biggest critic. So I guess in that particular moment, I felt proud, like I was doing what I was supposed to be doing.
But I mean, did it feel a little weird that somebody wanted you to sign something for them? I mean,
Yeah, it made me feel like, maybe I am her, like gave me that little extra boost. It just feels good, because if I can, I mean, make a light in the kid's eye for a second, or give them hope, or help them aspire towards a dream, then why not? That's what we're here for, is to uplift the next generation.
okay, now you mentioned basketball. So, question 8. If you could play one-on-one basketball with any NBA player, past or present, who would you want to play one-on-one with?
Um, I'm a LeBron James fan, always have been. So he'd beat me and probably dunk on me and make me look crazy, but it'd probably be a good conversation too.
Okay. Question 9. If you could box in a celebrity boxing match versus any actor or athlete, who would you want as your opponent?
Um, that's a good one, because there's so many people. It don't have to be a boxer.
No, it would be an athlete or a celebrity or somebody that doesn't box.
Uh, Give me Candace Parker. Candace
Okay.
Parker, because I would like to have a conversation with her after we're done too. She's motivational.
All right, question 10. Who was the hardest puncher you've ever faced in the ring in a fight or sparring?
Uh, Ronell Burnett. He's one of my he's actually a very good pro too. He's 9-1 right now. He's also on Team Danger Fire, and he has some very heavy hands, and we spar, and he gets me ready for my fights. So I'd have to say Ronell Burnett, the body shots, man. Whew.
Okay. Question 11. Can you tell me an interesting story so far out of your boxing career?
Yeah. So in Germany, I think it's really, really cool that my coaches had to work together to braid my hair before the fight. It was a pretty good experience. Both my coaches, one had one bundle, the other had a next, and they were like, okay, through here, through there. It turned out pretty good. It was a good memory.
Good thing your coaches know how to braid hair.
Yeah, they both have daughters, so I'm Damon's third daughter, and then I'm Coach Craig's second daughter. So they figured it out.
All right, question 12. If you could hold any record in the Guinness Book of World Records, what record would you want to hold?
That's a good one. Probably maybe like the longest swim. I was watching a Netflix documentary the other day, so I think that'd be pretty cool. Going on a really just the longest swim I could possibly go on.
Is that something you do in your training, or you just like swimming?
I like swimming. Ever since I've grown my dreads out as long as I have, I don't like getting them wet. So, and it's hard to find a cap big enough to put over my head right now. So swimming really isn't in my workouts, but I do love to swim. It's one of my things in the summer.
Okay. Question 12. What is a pet peeve that you have?
So I have two dogs, and when they start licking like their feet or something, that constant noise, it drives me bonkers. So just that licking noise, I can't stand it.
Okay. Question 14. If you could do the voice of an animated animal character, what animal would you choose to be the voice of?
I might be Simba.
Yeah,
offline.
but I mean, it doesn't have to actually be one that exists. It could just be any animal that you could be the voice of, that they would put in an animated film. But you'd be Simba.
I'd have to be a lion of some sort. Yeah, I'm a Leo all the way.
Okay. Question 15. Who are some of the musical artists that you listen to when you train?
So I'm very spiritual. So first would have to be Kurt Franklin. He's my guy. I like Rod Wave. Um, what's some other good ones? Meek Mill has some good stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Question 16. If you were to start your own business, what kind of business would you start?
Um, I'd probably be a personal trainer or motivational speaker. Something like that.
Okay. Question 17. If you got into a street fight with three women, what two athletes would you choose to be on your side to fight with?
Okay, with some women, I would pick Clarissa Shields. I would pick Amanda Serrano, and I would pick
Oh, no, you only got to have two because you're the third one.
and then me. So yeah, we can get down with anybody.
All right. Question 18. Why do you box?
It kind of completes me. Like I said, after I graduated from playing basketball at Georgia, I still had that competitive nature inside of me. And so, I mean, I'm an athlete, and it just drives me. And I've always been a fighter too. So it's just kind of like the two things kind of collided.
Okay. Question 19. What's something that you're very passionate about besides boxing?
Um, my relationship with God and trying to, I mean, hopefully my desires align with His plan. So I'm pretty passionate about staying connected with Him and staying in His will.
Okay. Question 20. What advice would you give to a young girl that wants to become a boxer?
Um, keep going. There's gonna be days that you don't feel like it. There's gonna be days that you're hurting. There's gonna be days that you're cramping. There's gonna be so many different things that come your way. But I'm a true believer that if you put your mind to it, that you can do anything that you want. Put your mind, your body, your spirit, dedicate your soul. You're gonna be good. You can do it.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking time to come on and do the 20 random questions. If there's anything you want to say to sponsors or to your fans or anything, go ahead.
First and foremost, thank you for having me. Huge shout out to all my fans, my friends, my family, and most of my coaches and my team. Coach Craig, Coach Damon, you guys have really taken me under your wing. We had a great experience in Germany. We didn't get the results we want, but we're back in the lab. And then to my team, Jacob Aiken, and Ronell Burnett, Ira. Thank you guys for always supporting me and being there. Just everybody. Stay tuned. Keep watching Hollywood. We will be world champions one day soon.
All right. Stay tuned, and the truth has spoken.
Yeah.